Greetings citizen, and welcome to a new episode of This Week in Star Citizen. First of all, let me just say I hope you are all doing well, and are safely sheltering in place, and have plenty of toilet paper and alcohol stocks in this batshit crazy time we find ourselves in. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. Instrument of Surrender Part 3. The shit hits the fan in the third installment of Adam Weeze's epic story of guts and glory in the Tevarin Wars. This is a damn fine read, and I encourage you to go check it out if you have not done so already. Link in the description below. Inside Star Citizen. From the confines of the Castle dell'Adisco, the Great Bearded One brings us an interesting two-parter, starting with the new weapon attachment system that is coming in Alpha 3.9. For this, our auditory canals are bathed in the dulcet tones of none other than Captain Johnny Cab Jassavasius, CIG's senior FPS systems designer, as he shows us some of the pretty awesome progress they've made to the weapon interaction UI.
You can see that we've got a nice little line drawing your item where the attachment's going to attach to, and then if you start mousing over the attachments, they will draw in as like a hologram preview for you to look at.
At one point though, Johnny Cab explains that they want a full 3D holographic preview in the UI interface.
We'd also like to change these to actually have full 3D holo previews of each item in here.
No Johnny, just stop. These 2D high-res images look just fine. Really, we don't need to go all bling on this shit. Let's just keep it nice and clean and simple. Though to be fair to old Johnny, I suspect the big cheese may have been poking his beak in here asking for 3D shit everywhere. Listen Johnny, tell him with pig said go fuck right off, and stop sticking your beak into shit and let us get this damn game finished before the Andromeda Galaxy gets here and fucks up everything. Anyway, this all looks awesome, and is a big improvement on the bull lake that we currently have that involves faffing about with our Moby glass for 30 minutes. Bloody good work chaps, bravo. In part 2 we join Friedrich Bode and Jussie Ketterly, who apparently just smoked a massive bowl.
Yeah man, let's talk.
Before giving us a tour of the new upcoming LZ, New Babbage, due to arrive in 3.9 in exactly 4 Dread Flube weeks from now. We start the tour of the new Babbage Interstellar Spaceport, which to be fair, looks great. Lots of places to park. Then we get a gander at the supersonic trams that will whisk your happy ass to the city center faster than a rocket full of monkeys. After arriving at the city center we get to see some NPCs floundering about on yoga mats. And what looks like a bloody gymnasium in the commons area. The whole area smacks of the Google campus, and I would not be surprised to find an entire corner filled with fucking beanbags. Next up we move on to the very serious Apple-sponsored plaza, which is the business area of New Babbage. Lots of retail outlets here selling everything from sandwiches to laser cannons. Very USA. The Sky Bridge is next on the tour, and connects the commons to the promenade. Basically a giant glass tube with flowers and plenty of seats for NPCs to stand on while you gander at the horrific snowstorms outside. I like this. Once you have made your way through the giant glass tube, you'll find yourself at the promenade itself, where you are greeted by a giant slab of rock, and the hottest place in New Babbage to tear up the dance floor. I can't help but notice there's no disco ball though. Jared, have a word would you? Lots of restaurants and other cool places to visit here, including Waller's Bar, which I'm very much looking forward to getting wasted at. Yes indeedy, the promenade is definitely looking like the place where all the cool kids will be hanging out. Finally we get a shufti at the Aspire Grand, which in some ways resembles the Burj Al Arab in Dubai and is home to the Nest Apartments that comes with a radical piece of technology for a Star Citizen LZ apartment. A fucking window. All in all, I think I really like what they have done here with New Babbage. Basically took Jamaica, dropped it slap bang in the middle of Siberia, and added a shitload of windows and palm trees. Top job. Looking forward to making this my new home. So, another great episode of Inside Star Citizen. Nice work, Jared. Roadmap roundup. It may come as no surprise to learn that 3.9 has been delayed, and to be honest, that's totally understandable and completely fine. Currently the avocados have the PTU and the plan is to get it into Wave 1's hands soon. So we'll get it when we get it. No point stressing. The other bit of roadmap news is that the docking mechanics have been streamlined into one pipeline. CIG says the work needed for both ship-to-ship docking and ship-to-station docking is the same now that the physics proxy has been completed. Instead of working on ship-to-ship docking, then ship-to-station, we are able to roll it into one card and deliver all of it in Alpha 4.1. Excellent. So after that, it's bippity boppity and off to the races for the Hull series. Finally, the security system has been removed from the roadmap for now, and the space station cargo deck has been updated. Orgasmic. New Jumppoint magazine. Subscribers rejoice. The March edition of Jumppoint is out, and this month we get the lowdown on the Aspire budgie with Will Weisbaum, Elwin Bachelor Jr., and Stephen Hosmer. Yep, the budgie is looking more badass than Chuck Norris riding a fire-breathing velociraptor with machine guns. Yeehaw. There's a visual guide to some of the handheld pew-pew devices of the verse next, followed by a Galactopedia article on the prisons of Charon 3, before finishing up with some more guff about the Imperator elections and a strong hint that April's subscriber flare will be a selection of dopey looking helmets in various shades of shite, just in case you need to look like a complete fucking ball bag. Calling all devs. This week we see the Hucklebeard chat with Alistair Brown about Vulcans, rendering, and the new graphics API coming soon to a version of Star Citizen near you. Fear not, citizen, great progress is being made, and we may see the fruits of their labor sometime in the next Nshkiki years or so. It's over to senior systems designer Jeffrey Coffin next, who talks about how the Idris is still several decades away from being nearly completed, how the ship is currently just a shell with no insides, and that it's basically just a giant fighter with no multi-crew mechanics for it either planned or anywhere on the horizon. Pretty much what we expected really. Old Jeffrey's a bloody good chap though. Let's have him on again, Jared. And last but not least, we check in with gameplay designer David Coulson, who goes into great detail about how deeper multi-crew gameplay is most definitely planned, but that they haven't really thought about how any of it will work, or actually started any of it yet. Top banana. Link for this week's episode in the description below. Missions in the verse. As part of CIG's commitment to open and transparent development, they be regularly sharing these infographics with us to illustrate how the community's current play habits provide them with valuable data that they use to shape and balance the persistent universe. So, let's see what we've all been up to. Collectively we've earned 465,248,161,583 Alpha UE beer tokens on doing shit for other people. Damn, we nice. PvPvPvE. Yeah, it's like this. PvP is nowhere near as popular as PvE. Who'd have thunk it? The community has a massive boner for delivering boxes, followed by mining, and PvE bounty hunting. But Aglia and her Gammy leg is the most popular mission giver in Stanton, and nobody likes Tassia Pacheco because she's shady as fuck. Right then peeps, that's about it for me for this week. As always, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you're most looking forward to in Alpha 3.9. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next week. Now, commence like button slapping and subscribing. Do it now.